Anthem says the hackers got access to names, social security numbers, and birthdays. It says they also got email and street addresses and employment information, including income data. The company says the information covered some customers and Anthem employees who are covered now or were in the past.
80 million people. Personal data already being spread around the world and likely being bought and sold by someone sitting in a Middle European or Chinese basement seeking to make a buck from that identity. Add into the mix a company who knew this was coming and the need for legal satisfaction. You have the latest in the great Anthem insurance hack. Our guest is the chairman and CEO of Patriarch Equity and DigitalMarketing.com. Welcome back, Eric Schiffer. Good to see you again, Eric.
Good to see you, Ed. Hi, how are you?
Excellent. However, you are not, because you're an Anthem customer, correct?
I'm an Anthem customer. I was affected. It's fascinating. This happened to so many different people, and it's a shame. It really is. When the CEO knew that this was likely, the healthcare industry, bizarrely, is one of the few industries that's yet to modernize their cybersecurity technologies. And hopefully, this is going to send a very strong message to this company. It's a shame. And what people can do at home, if you're one of the 80 million that have been affected, there are several things you can do, because there appears to be further reports of people that are actually sending out messages now to these groups that are affected with requests for different things. So if there's anything coming from anything that looks like your healthcare provider, be very careful not to touch it or click on it or do anything, including receive phone calls, unless you're assured that it's them.
Eric, this company has confirmed that they had a touch going on in their system. They had something that they detected back on December the 10th, and it continued until January the 27th. It's not like this came out of nowhere. So wait a minute, is Anthem cheap, careless, or just missing enough brain cells to make a logical decision here?
They're, I think, remiss. The CEO is incompetent. He choked on this with 80 million of his customers. I got a personal email from the company, which was, it's despicable what happened. This didn't have to happen. And there are things that can be done as a CEO of a company to protect your organization and your clients, and they didn't do it, clearly. And then it brings up a whole host of questions of who were the hackers and what are they doing with this information?
Well, let's look, too, now, because of what consumers are doing already. The first lawsuits have been filed. There's 4 of them that have been filed, apparently in San Francisco right now, alleging Anthem did not take adequate and reasonable measures to ensure protection. Eric, would you get involved in a lawsuit like that? Would you think that's worth the time and effort?
Well, it's not worth the time and effort for me, but I certainly will. I may end up being an expert to testify. We'll see. I think that.
Do you think, though, for the consumers, the basic consumer sitting out there, it's a smart move to make and go after them on a legal basis?
Well, I think any way you can get recompense for this hassle. Look, you're trusting a company to be able to provide you information, and when the CEO chokes like this, when they make such errors, so this is basic errors. They didn't want to write the checks, really. I mean, they could have invested in the infrastructure, and he's got an obligation when our personal information is on there, social security information, income information, your driver's license information, your address, your phone number. I mean, come on.
I got about a minute left here. So when it comes down to everything that's here, everything that's been stolen, how much time have you spent now, ever since you got told? Because I imagine with all the different companies you've had to change an awful lot of things here.
I have, luckily, people, but not everyone has the staff that I have. And so, if you're a mother sitting at home, or you're a single parent, or you're a school, college student, this can take up hours and hours of your day and can take a good part of your week. It's very unfair.
This is something now that the government's really got to look into, because while they're looking at so many things that don't make any sense, you're dealing with a company here that doesn't encrypt the information, and it is now gone worldwide.
Yeah, it's gone worldwide. Some say the Chinese were involved. Some are saying the Chinese are involved because they're trying to get information on defense contractors, and that's really what this is about. No one really knows. What we do know is that someone failed in their position, and the CEO should go.
I tend to agree, and I think a lot of other people would as well. And again, a reminder to everybody, don't click on something that looks strange. I mean, at least just have a little common sense here, because that's really what it is all about in the end. Eric, pleasure to see you again, my friend. Be well. We'll talk again.
Okay, take care.
All right, take care. Hey, forget all those nasty vitamins being pushed on you by scandalous frauds. The answer, we've been told, is to go natural, go herbal, and all will be right in your healthy world. Sure. About that, after the break, right here on MidPoint.